Good morning and greetings from Great Stirrup Cay here in the Bahamas. This is Norwegian Cruise Line's private island and it's pretty nice. It's a wonderful beach day. I go by the legend. That's my wonderful girlfriend Molly. And in this video here, we're going to show you everything there is to do here in Great Stirrup Cay. From the food to the drinks, the beaches, and other stuff as well.
It's been a while since we've been here.
I know. Right when you enter the island, there's a really great photo op with the Great Stirrup Cay logo, as well as a cool bench. Now there's a bunch of stuff you could buy as soon as you get in, like big old cartons of water or Red Bull. I like this.
Yeah, is it
they have
Starbucks?
Like a Starbucks pedal thing. That's really neat. And also this is where you would check in for a lot of your excursions. If you rented a villa or cabana or you have a spa appointment, it'll be over on the left. The kayak meetup is on the right. And all other shore excursions are going to be at this booth here. Something very nice that this island has is this big kind of like mat. So if you're going to the beach, you don't have to walk through the sand. Now there are tons and tons and tons of lounge chairs here at Great Stirrup Cay. And if you get here early, you could try and grab one of them underneath a little thatched roof. And then look at this. I don't know what this is.
It's a decoration on a table?
Yes, it's interesting. I absolutely love this. You can see Molly over there on the swing. And this swing can be found all the way on the right side of the beach. And you know, that just screams tropical island paradise, especially if you got a drink in your hand, enjoying a swing.
The swing kind of tilted though.
Right by the swing in the water on the far right side of the beach, you got giant chests. Over here you can see some of the stand-up paddle boards you can rent. And I will say the ocean today would be perfect for stand-up paddleboarding. The icon of Great Stirrup Cay is this lighthouse here, done up with a nautical theme painted by Guy Harvey, so that's really cool. And the lighthouse is the starting point for a series of zip lines that you can see all across the beach. Now this is an extra cost, and quite a cost at that. Now if the water swings were not your thing, they do have another set of Instagrammable swings over here right by the lighthouse.
The good thing about this is you have the boat in the background.
Yep, there is the ship. One of the more expensive things you could do here at Great Stirrup Cay is rent a cabana. Now they got all different sizes and types. These are some of the ones farther along on the beach. Probably some of the more inexpensive cabanas, I would guess, because they're kind of small. But they have like 2-bedroom villas you could rent.
And they have fans, I think. Yes,
they do. And you get a pretty good view. Now you will see a lot of loungers with the umbrellas or the clamshells. Unfortunately, they are both an extra cost item, and you would have to pay for them. Now, any beach lounger, you could just those are included with the cost of your cruise, so you could just walk up and grab any of those that you like. Personally, I like to go further down the beach of these private islands as you get a little bit more peaceful, but you don't want to be too far from the nearest bar. The further down the beach you get more cabanas.
You get a cabana that's 11 for 23.
Yes, and these are probably going to be the cheapest cabanas you can get, like very small, like 2 or 3 people. Also, a sea turtle nesting beach from March to October, which is wonderful. Now, if you're a golf fan, right by the Lighthouse, they do have a series of putting greens. So you could play it seems like a 5-hole mini golf putt-putt course. Now here in the Loop, there's one thing we love, and that is wildlife and animals. And here in the Bahamas, iguana's very common. One just walked right past us, and it's crawling up the hill. Right by where the ship drop off, there's what's called the entertainment zone, where they have a live Caribbean band playing. Pretty nice activity here under the shade, right near where the ship drop off. You do have a variety of ping pong tables. Now, if you want the best view of your cruise ship and you're coming here to Great Stirrup Cay, head all the way along the beach to the right, and you'll get this viewing deck here, which you can head up and get a really good picture. And here's the view you get from the viewing deck. It's pretty awesome, especially if there's other people over here, and you can like get your picture taken with your cruise ship in the background. Pretty good shot. One thing to remember that while Great Stirrup Cay, it's a great port, a wonderful port, one of my favorites that you might end up on a cruise ship. It is a tender port, so you have to get on a smaller ship to get back to your cruise ship. If you want to relax in style and not break the bank with like a cabana or something like that, you could rent one of these floating mats. They're going to run about $19. There are a lot of food options here at Great Stirrup Cay. I think my favorite, and the first one I'm going to show off, is the one farthest down the beach. It's kind of just a trailer serving up a very few options. Ceviche, a pulled pork sandwich, a mahi-mahi fish, and then a Baja spiced chicken. We had that earlier. That was really good. And then two desserts. Oh, yeah. I'm excited now because we're going to get a pulled pork sandwich on a pretzel bun. The Jumbe Beach Grill is the main cafeteria on board, where they serve an island barbecue. Let's go check out what's for lunch. The main lunch area starts out with some cold salad options. The next section of the lunch buffet is various accoutrements for your burgers or dogs. All right, now we got barbecue beans, a limited amount of sauerkraut, some chili, more sauerkraut, burgers and dogs, corn on the cob, and Caribbean rice and beans. Jerk chicken. Ooh, the ribs look good. Look at those. Barbecue sauce. Some pizzas. And then followed by another section with a bunch of cold salads. As well as some bread and fruit. The final food location here on Great Stirrup Cay is the Abaco Taco. Now, this is going to be closest to the ship, and I would never say no to tacos, so let's see what they have. You've got a beef taco, a chicken taco, a fish taco, and all the various accoutrements that you might want for a taco. I'm going to go for chicken. Now, one of my favorite parts of any private island is, of course, the bars, and there's plenty of bars here at Great Stirrup Cay. Starting with this one, which is, I guess, themed around the colic beer, which is a local Bahamian beer. Yeah, and the big tin can lights, and of course, drinking a colic beer. One of the great parts about Great Stirrup Cay is your beverage plan will work on the island. Some cruise lines it does, some cruise lines it doesn't. I also like that a lot of the bars here, they'll have these big kind of photo opportunities. So you got here one for the Pure Piranha hard seltzer. You could stand on the big surfboard. And then on the other side, I think, is one for the colic beer itself. Chairs are really nice. Hang on one of those umbrellas when it gets hot, that'll help. Yep, you got a surfboard in front of a giant beer. That's lovely.
That is.
Also wanted to mention the bars have these giant jugs of water. So if you need to hydrate yourself, just go over here, grab a cup, and fill on up. Which is great, then you don't have to know. The bartender is probably pouring and mixing drinks, and you can get water whenever you want it. The largest bar on the island is the Bacardi Bar, located right in the middle by the Lighthouse. And this is going to be your party bar. There's going to be a lot of activities here, things like limbo contests, dance parties, and it's kind of located right in the center. And I like the backdrop on this one. It's all like historical kind of Bacardi posters. Also located right by the Bacardi Bar, you've got two very large and very nice sand volleyball courts. Look at that. The furthest bar down on the island, I guess, is the Tiki Zoom Bar, home to this kind of cool like bar truck. Then I like these chairs. Those look really comfy. And then you're gonna have all your normal bar stuff here as well. You kind of this big, kind of like Roman godhead embedded into the cement here.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Right towards the front, where you would get on or off the tender boats, there is the first aid station.
Very important.
Something that I hope you don't need while you're here on the island.
But I feel like a lot of people would get dehydrated.
Oh yeah.
Because it's very hot.
One thing I do recommend, while it might be a little annoying, is getting here early. We were on one of the first tender boats in the morning, and it is completely peaceful and quiet. Also, the water tends to be pretty calm here at Great Stirrup Cay. On the right side of the island, you'll find Susan's Rock, which is the snorkel rental center. So if you didn't bring your own snorkel gear and you do want to snorkel, you can rent it here. Also, they've got a good list of pricing for a lot of the different things. Snorkel equipment, $35, full mask, $45, fins and vest, $19. You want to swim with the pigs? Something I've always wanted to do. $139. Kayak tour, $59. The zipline, $75. Umbrellas, $25. Paddleboards, $27. Got a clamshell, that's $35. And the cabanas, that's where things get really pricey. Between $349 for the lowest cabana to the 2-bedroom villa, $749 for up to 16 people. A good tip if you want to see some of the native wildlife, especially the iguanas here on Great Stirrup Cay, right when your ships pull into the port, on the right there's going to be a nice grass area. And there are a whole bunch of the iguanas hanging out here. I think I probably see 6 or 7 right now. One thing I do always find interesting is that right next to Great Stirrup Cay, which is Norwegian's private island, to the right, maybe a couple hundred yards away, is Perfect Day at Abaco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island here in the Bahamas. You know, if you had to compare the two, Perfect Day at Abaco Cay is my favorite private island out of any of the cruise ships, and we're lucky enough to have been on them all. But either one is going to be a really good time.